Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you guys how to do small feed-in braids, aka lemonade braids, and I'm using 1.5 packs of the Q Brazilian soft and volume braid that I cut in half and feathered.
Jackson, Jordan, better than me, they both. If I didn't rob it, don't care, but you still. If I minimize my net worth.
To define my parts today, I'm using Hicks Total Transformations Edge Control, and to style her hair, I'm actually using my new favorite product. It is the Ubora Palm Gel. It is a control styling gel, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit later why I prefer this now over the Murray's Edge Wax. Like, I just cannot rave about this product enough, so make sure you guys keep watching just to hear a little bit more about it. If you haven't already checked it out, I would really encourage you to watch my feed and braid tutorial. I'm going to be using the first method from that video, and it's a really great video for those of you guys who are beginners. It shows you exactly how I am putting the hair in between my fingers, and I give you more than one method, so I think it would be really helpful, especially if you're trying to achieve this style. The only difference is that when you're doing the small feed-in braids, you are feeding in super tiny pieces. So I did freeze the frame here just so you could see how small that piece is. And you want to make sure that you're like putting in super small pieces so that when you start braiding, it is like seamless. So all I'm doing is placing the synthetic hair in between my thumb and my pointer finger, and then I continue braiding. So I probably cross about 3 or 4 times. I'm going to take that synthetic hair, put it in between my pointer and my thumb finger, just like that there, and then you continue braiding. The synthetic hair should match up with the strands of their hair, so you really don't have to do anything extra. I know a lot of you guys are like, is it just really that easy? It really is that simple. Keep in mind that as you get towards the end of the braid, the pieces of synthetic hair that you're adding in should gradually get bigger. So you'll notice that the first strand I fed in was super tiny, and as I get towards the end, the pieces are getting a little bit thicker until you get to the desired thickness that you like.
Yeah, monitor. Riding around in my whip, listening to my shit. She wanna hit track 6. She told me that's her.
Neat parts are just so important to me, especially if you're doing any type of feed-in style. So I would really highly recommend using some type of edge control or pomade to help define your part. That way you can see it a lot better and it'll allow it to be a lot more neat. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the Ubora styling gel just to tell you why I love it so much over the Murray's Edge Wax, which you will typically see in my tutorials. And one distinct difference is just the texture of it. It can be used as an edge control, so it is thick, but it's a lot more smooth than your normal edge control. So when you're using Murray's Edge Wax on customers, their hair gets like really tacky and it tends to stick together, and it hurts them a lot more when you're braiding their hair because you kind of have to detangle it a little bit with the Murray's Edge Wax in there. But the Ubora styling gel is like super soft on their hair. It keeps their hair flexible, but you still get that super sleek hold, and that's why I love it. I've used it for every hair texture so far. So I did 4C, some 3A with it, and it's just an amazing product. I found it at my local beauty supply. I couldn't find an online vendor for it, but if I am not able to find a link for you guys, I will definitely be doing a giveaway on this product so you guys can try it out and let me know what you guys think.
I do it for fun. Don't take it personal. Love on my ladies. Love to my ladies.
I know a lot of you guys are going to want to know how many pieces I put in per braid, and I think I said this in my feed and braid tutorial as well. I don't really count how many pieces of synthetic hair I use per braid, but I will tell you that for this style I put about 4 or 5 at the top and 4 or 5 towards the end of the braid. And in the middle, I didn't really add too much feed in here because I didn't want the braid to be super thick. And as you're braiding, the braid will naturally get thicker as you get towards the end, so I didn't want to feed in a lot of hair in the middle. The most important part is that you're feeding in at the beginning and you're feeding in towards the end of the braid, because that's how you get your length. So before I do any braids on the opposite side, I do part a half circle around the ear, and this is going to be a section of singles. So I do put 4 singles along the ear, and I do that just to add fullness when the braids are hanging down. And also, I personally just think it looks funny when you braid all the way down to their ear, so I do like to do a set of singles that will be hidden underneath the feed-in braids. Once those singles are complete, then I start braiding along the crown of their head in the opposite direction, and I'm going to be doing 4 braids on this side of her head.
Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than 2. Keep it a whole 100.
So to achieve that zigzag look when you're doing feed-in braids, you are going to go back to the opposite side after you've done the 4 braids in the front, and you're going to continue braiding again in that opposite direction. And once you do about 3 to 4 braids in this direction, it will create that zigzag effect. So I know some of you guys think, oh, I have to part it a certain way, and not really. It's just the direction that you are braiding in will create that part for you.
I'm done with these bitches. I don't love these bitches. I dust off these bitches. I do it for fun. Don't take it personally. I'm surprised you called me after things that I said. Skirt on bitches. I don't love these bitches. Take that on these bitches. I do it for fun. Don't take it personal. Love on my ladies. Love to my ladies.
So you can see here I have done 3 braids in the opposite direction, and I have that kind of zigzag effect look. Now for these last braids, they are all just going to go straight down, and I'm just following the same curve that I did for the 4 braids in the front, and literally this whole section is going to be going straight down.
I want to swim with my face, I'm like, okay, I'll let her get what she wants. I'll buy her East and Laurent, ain't in the whip. When I go past his doors, I got the truck in the front.
Once I'm done braiding, I am using the Smooth and Shine Bodifying Mousse to create an extra hold for my client. This is also super soothing to their scalp because it will be really tight. And then I go through with the Salon Pro Braid Sheen. This is the Brazilian keratin treatment, and it helps with dry scalp, itchy scalp, and just adds a shine. And then I'm using Snob Life Edge Tamer to slay the edges. This is one of my favorite parts of doing their hair. And to do her edges, I am using an eyebrow brush, if you guys are wondering what that is. It just works a lot better for me. And to set her hair while I'm dipping it, I'm just using a wrap it, which is basically a styling strip that will hold it down. So I'm just tying that onto her head. And then I am going to take the boiling water and I am dipping her hair in the boiling water. After I trim it, then I am done with this style. And here is the finished look.
I know connection is big. Pick up the phone for me, babe. If you have my love and I would you come? I'm done with these bitches.
I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys love the finished look. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.